Hello, this is KSwindler here to present my Project 2 for ITS5900 Big Data Engineering. So for this project, I decided to focus on Azure Streaming Analytics, just understanding how it's set up and how it works, in addition to setting up Azure for Twitter analysis. So the first step to this project was creating a developer account, getting approved for it, and then creating an app, which I've done here, which is what is displaying. So if I click on Details, you're going to see all of the details that I put in when I actually created the app, but the more important piece to this is the Keys and Tokens tab. So all of these keys, these 4 keys listed here, go directly into my Twitter WPF client, the first 4 fields here. This is just going to tell the client where it's coming from. So all of these keys are very vital and required in order to get this to work. So again, the first 4 fields come directly from the developer Twitter website and the app that was created. Obviously, I will regenerate these keys after this video, but just for display purposes, I'll go ahead and keep them here. The next 2 things is your Event Hub name and the connection string we're going to see in a moment. So let's go ahead and hop over to Azure. This is my home dashboard. If I first log into Azure, this is what I see. So if I take a look at my resources down here, I want to take a look at the Event Hub first. Someone on the internet referred to the Event Hub as the front door, and I kind of like that. So we're going to kind of go with that theme for just a moment. But the Event Hub is a low latency platform for stream processing. And if I want to take a look at the shared access policies, I can go in here, and the important thing here to note is this connection string primary key. This connection string primary key right here goes into the connection string field here for the WPF client. And if you'll notice, the Event Hub name is right here, social Twitter dash EH. So in this WPF client, those 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 fields tell this client exactly where to get the data and where to send it. So, and then this last one, search groups, right now I'm just searching for dogs, so we can put in whatever field or fields that we want the WPF client to search for, but ultimately what that's going to bring back to us is the Twitter sentiment value, which is a 0, 2, or 4, the Twitter account that tweeted it, and the actual tweet itself. So let's again hop back over to Azure, go back to my home page. We just took a look at the Event Hub, but now we're going to take a look at the Event Hub namespace. If the Event Hub is like the front door, the namespace, I would say, is more like the room. So the namespace is what groups everything together. But here, what we're going to see once this loads here in the middle is all of my incoming requests and how many of those requests were successful. And obviously by time, I can see kind of what we're looking at. Next up, if I go back to home, the next thing I want to look at is this SA jobs, or my stream analytics job, which is very, very important. So a stream analytics job consists of an input, an output, and a query. So here I can see my input, my output is here, and my query is here. So right now, as you can see for my query, I'm just selecting everything from my input from my Twitter stream. If I wanted to edit it, I could just select edit query, I could type in anything here, save it, and then we could test it or just run it. Right now, as you can see, I have a job running. I can stop it. It does take a while to stop, so we're not going to wait for that to stop. However, I can go to this activity log over here and take a look at everything that's happened within the past 6 hours, which is the default for here. So the cool thing about this part of Azure is that it will tell you if anything completed, started, succeeded, failed, if it's still running, etc. So if I wanted to go into one of these, I could actually go to this JSON tab. It's going to tell me everything. It's going to tell me everything that I need to know. If a job failed, I would look at this property closer down to the properties area, and it would tell me why it failed, give me, hopefully enough information that I can go back, fix it, rerun it, and it would work. The other thing is, if I had the stream analytics job running and it's giving me data, it's going to show very similar information. Well, it's going to show similar information as it would in the WPF client in terms of sentiment value, Twitter account, and then actual tweet. So from there, obviously, I could just download it as a CSV or whatever I needed it to be. That way I can export it into a manipulative format, be able to analyze that data and kind of understand it a little bit better. Last but not least, the only other thing I had on here was Twitter. So this is just the resource group. As you can see, my Event Hub namespace and my Stream Analytics job are both connected to my resource group. In a nutshell, since I have to keep this under 5 minutes, this is pretty much all of the work that I've done thus far to get all of this data up and running and my Azure account up. So please let me know if you have any questions, and I hope this was helpful.